It began on a bitterly cold night. My wife walked out of the bedroom dressed far too glamorous for the late hour. "Where are you headed?" I asked, expecting a simple answer. Instead, she snapped, "Where I go is none of your business." Her voice was sharp, dismissive, and it cut deeper than I cared to admit. We'd been married for years, yet in that moment, I felt like a stranger in my own home. She slammed the door, leaving her words echoing behind her. I tried convincing myself she was just upset, maybe meeting friends. But doubt gnawed at me. Hours dragged on, midnight came and went. Then 1 o'clock, still no sign of her. At 3 a.m., the shrill ring of my phone shattered the silence. My hands trembled as I answered. A man's voice, hurried, tense, told me to come quickly. Something had happened. She'd been drinking. His words were fragmented, but the meaning was clear. She was in trouble. I grabbed my keys and sped into the night. In a hotel parking lot, I found her surrounded by strangers, dazed and disoriented. The man who'd called me slipped away as soon as I arrived. Their expressions told me everything I needed to know. I didn't shout. I didn't demand answers. I simply helped her into the car, drove her home in silence, and put her to bed. She muttered excuses, incoherent and slurred. I didn't argue. I didn't raise my voice. Instead, I made a decision. Her betrayal would not go unanswered. The next morning, she acted as though nothing had happened, sipping her coffee, brushing her hair in the mirror. When I asked about the night before, she dismissed me again. "None of your business." That was all the confirmation I needed. From that day forward, I played the role of the perfect husband. I smiled, I worked, I kept up appearances. But quietly, I collected everything. Phone records, text messages, photographs. Every lie she told became another piece of evidence. I consulted a lawyer. Methodically, I laid the groundwork. The house, the savings, even the car, all in my favor. I waited, not out of hesitation, but for the perfect moment. One Friday night, she casually announced she was going out again. I smiled, wished her well, and let her walk out the door. The second it closed, I set everything in motion. By the time she returned, perfume not her own, heels unsteady, I was waiting at the dining table, a folder before me. She froze. Without a word, I slid it across to her. "It's your business now." The color drained from her face as she opened it, a detailed record of every lie, every affair, ending with divorce papers waiting for her signature. She cried, pleaded, twisted the story, but I stayed firm. I had evidence for every excuse, an answer for every denial. The weeks that followed were a storm, for her. She lost the house, most of the money, and the polished image she'd worked so hard to maintain. Friends who might have defended her disappeared when the truth came out. Her confidence crumbled into panic. Meanwhile, I had already stepped free of the wreckage. I won't claim joy in her suffering. But there was a deep, undeniable satisfaction in restoring balance. My revenge was never about screaming or fighting. It was about dignity. She once told me my questions weren't my business. In the end, I made everything my business. My choice, my closure, my justice. When I signed the final papers and shut that chapter of my life, I did it with a calm heart. I had spoken the loudest without ever raising my voice.